Up next, SciFiantasy 2018 Halloween group build, pre-build. Hey everybody, it's Kenny Conklin from SciFiantasy.com and welcome to ModelersTube.com. Thanks everybody for coming over. So to let you know, this is going to be my official home. This is where all my full builds will be, my full reviews, everything will be here. I'll still post little snippets up on YouTube to let anybody over there know that we have a new video over here so they can come watch it. Hopefully they register and join the community. And I must say, before we get to any of the Halloween stuff, thank you everybody that's been coming over. We have some pretty major channels that came over and I'm getting a lot of good compliments about it, so hopefully we get more and more people coming over here. We already added a new update. You can now do thumbnails for your videos. You don't have to just pick an ugly little screen capture out of the video itself, and I put up a whole bunch of frequently asked question videos. This way you know how to use the site, and I'm sorry the audio is horrible. I used my son's headphones and I didn't have a good microphone for the computer. So that's pretty much it on that. Oh, one other thing. Because we're doing group builds, I added it to the categories. So if you're in a group build or you create a group build, you can throw it in that category and we can find all the ones that are labeled group build right there. And this way it makes it easier. But because I added to the categories, it's going to be out of alphabetical order now, because if I throw group builds where G belongs, it's going to knock a whole bunch of videos into different categories because of the coding. So now everything's going to be a little out of alphabetical order. If I add anything to categories, just read through, make sure you pick the right category. So, 2018 Halloween group build. What am I doing? Well, Amazon didn't deliver death on my birthday, thank God. I was really expecting death yesterday because I was home alone on my birthday. But death was waiting at my front door this morning. So this is the guy I'm going to be building for the 2018 Halloween group build at SciFiantasy. And we're going to hope you come over there and register too, because we have a group over there. This way we can keep all our photos in one spot and I can grab them all and we can do our video at the end and have a lot of fun with it. This guy, I watched Dr. Faust's painting clinic on him, and I already know about the kit, so there's a lot that's crappy about it. And we're going to be doing some special things with it. Hopefully I can sneak some money past the wife, because I really want to do something crazy with this. I got to email Tommy and Paul, because I'm going to need their help with electronics and stuff, and I want to do something crazy this year. That's a good thing that we're starting in August. My older brother's going to kill me because I'm going to have to sneak some Rodan time in there as well. So enough babbling out of me. We're going to open up the kit. We'll show you what's inside. It's not going to be a full review or anything like that, because a lot of people have seen it, but I'll give you the information that I know about this kit already. So let me bring you over to the bench before my camera dies. So this is going to be my build for the group build for Halloween, and it is the Grim Reaper from Moebius Models. You have a picture on the front of him drawn all up, and on the side, and then you have the built model on the back and some information about it. It has no scale, it just says it's 9 inches tall, and gives you a little information about the kit. So let's rip this bad boy open and see what's in here. So what comes in the box? You have your base, an hourglass, and 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of parts. And of course you have your instruction sheet, which I don't need the plastic in my hand, and it's a fold-out sheet, and it doesn't look like there's many parts to it, so it should be a quick build if I do things right. But like I said, I've seen this before and the seams are not the greatest on here. I can tell you this now, this base going bye-bye. We're not using that. We're going custom base again. Hourglass, watching Dr. Faust channel. I'll open this guy up if I can get him open. Let me see if it's clear or not. Let's get it up a little further for you. Okay, there's the hourglass. Inside the hourglass is the pins on one side and the locking portion on the other side. And guess what? Those are right in the clear. You can see in there. This side's not too bad, but you can see them in there. So you're never going to get a clear hourglass. and I am going to steal Dr. Faust's idea. He showed us an hourglass we can get online that is the exact same size as this, and it actually shakes sand back and forth. So I'm going to get that. It's going to look much better than this, and this is going to go to the side. It wants to fly out of my hands. It really wants to stay with the kit, but it's going to go into the spare box. Then we have our packages. We'll open those up in a second and show you what's going on. So the first package I opened up has the tree in it. You can see the bark is nicely detailed. It's pretty thick. You can get a nice wash in there, get some good detail on the tree. The tree comes in 2 different runners. Put those together. Doesn't look like there's really any flash or anything like that. So I'm sure you'll have to do seam work when you put this guy together and make it look good. The whole tree trunk right there. And then it comes with this grassy type stuff, which is pretty cartoon looking. So I probably won't be using this. We'll probably be using the static grass applicator again, and probably making large tufts of grass. The next package I opened up has 4 runners in it. It's got the tombstones. This is the base of a tombstone, which is pretty thick. It's nicely cast. It has a little bit of texture to it for that stony look. Let's see. These are the other headstones right here, and they're pretty nice. They should go together nicely. Just going to have to get rid of the seam around the edge if there is any. I don't think you can see that, but this one says, "Here lies Frank. Loved to dance, now he waltzes with the ants." And this one says, "Rest in peace, Jeffrey, fell from the belfry." Yeah, those are going to go away, and we're going to do something different with that. Definitely getting rid of those on the headstone. We're not going to be going for the corny look on the build itself. So here's parts of his cloak, the top half and the front and the back half. And I'm not sure what this piece is. That might be the inside of the cloak, but that's nicely cast. You got nice detail in here that you could put. It's going to be black, so more you're going to be doing highlights than anything, and they're not going to be really bright highlights because you don't want the cloak looking too bright because he is death. Everything's going to be dark. We'll have seam lines down the side that we're going to have to put together, and we'll show you all that. And then the last piece in here is the scythe, the big ass stick with the really big sharp blade that he's going to cut your head off with. That's what this is. So watching Dr. Faust again on this, you're going to have seams up the side, and I'm going to copy him with a few things that I saw him doing with the handles over here. And what I noticed from his video, one of the hands, I think it's this hand, the fingers are normal on this hand, and then when you put the other, or this is the other side of it, this hand with the fingers go around, and they're really pointy and long, and they don't look like a human hand. And then the other set of hands is a normal hand, and I'll show you that. I learned that too watching the other videos on people building this already, since it's been out a little while. But it looks nice. This is really long. It's a big piece, which should turn out pretty cool. I'm gonna have to watch some videos on how to paint realistic looking wood, darker wood, see if I could pull that off. In the next body is Death's body, if he has a body under there. We don't know what's under the cloak, but these 2 parts will go together, and there'll definitely be seams down the side that we'll have to take care of, get that all cleaned up. There is definitely a rough texture to the cloak. So when we're doing the seams down here, we're going to have to try to do a technique to get that roughness back, or we're going to have to try to hide it somehow. But here's this cloak that's going to be dark again. There's plenty of recess in here, but like I said, most of the stuff we're going to be doing is trying to highlight the edges and not too bright dark grays and stuff like that, just to bring out a little depth in his body. Okay, and the last package is 2 more runners. This runner has his arms for the cloak, and you can see the edges are jagged, which is pretty cool, so do a little highlighting on that. And over here, and I was looking to see if mine would be different than what I seen Dr. Faust doing, and he didn't notice there were injector pin marks on the insides of the sleeves, and mine have these same injector pin marks, so I'm glad I watched him so I could get rid of these beforehand. And also watching him, when you put these arms together, he was saying it's kind of a really pain in the butt to get this seam gone. It takes a little effort, but we'll be getting that gone. And the last runner here is Death himself. We got his hood up top. We have the other hand over here. Let's see if we can bring that in. And here's Death's head. And there's his other little hand that looks more human than the other hand. You have his rope over here, but his head is pretty cool if we could get a good view of that. It's a nice skeleton. They did a nice job on the sculpt there. I don't think I'm going to change that up any, but I do know that the skull doesn't fit in very well with these big pins going into the hood, so most likely those are going to get cut off, and then we'll glue him up straight on in. So that's all of the parts to Death. So that's it for this episode of the group build for Halloween 2018 with SciFiantasy. We're doing the Grim Reaper. It's just a really quick overview of him. We'll be showing you a lot more as we do the build, and I'm going to have to search out some stuff that I want to do. And like I said, I got to talk to Tommy and Paul and see if they can help me out with a few things I want to try to take care of with this specific kit. So as always, if you have any questions or comments, just throw them in the comment section below and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, right now on Modeler's Tube, when somebody does write something, I don't get an instant notification on my phone, so it may take me a little longer to get back to you. But don't let that stop you from joining the site and having fun and checking out everybody's videos. So thanks again, everybody, for stopping by. We hope you enjoy the site, and we shall talk to you all soon. Take care, and bye-bye.